Hello, BookTube. I was walking around Boston today in the crushing humidity, thinking up one great idea for a video after another, and then when I got back here to a pile of books in the mail, I realized it's been a long time since we opened books together. It's been upwards of 80 packages. That's a significant omission. So I thought we'd open some packages today, and I had an extra incentive because there's a surprise at the end that I think I'm really going to like. But first, let's start with just ordinary book packages. I'm sure I'll like them too. What have we got here? I don't want to deprive you of the mail, now do I? Uh-oh. I think I know a recipient for this. The Untold Story of the Talking Book. It was by Matthew Rubery. It comes out in November, and it's all about audiobooks. I wonder if there's a BookTube channel where that would fit. Let's see. Let's see what's next here. Okay, this is a novel it's by Marni Jackson, called Don't I Know You. Comes out in late September. Attending a writing program with John Updike as a teacher, making a countryside getaway with Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray, enjoying a camping trip with Taylor Swift and Karl Ove Knausgaard. For most fans, these are merely daydreams, but for Rose McEwen, these are the moments that made her who she is. From the ages of 16 to 67, Rose finds herself constantly crossing paths with famous people in this debut novel. These celebrity encounters follow Rose through every stage of her life as she tries to find her passion as a teenager, struggles with relationships, strife, becomes a mother, gets divorced, and finds herself on the wrong side of 60. Isn't that something? So all throughout her life, she keeps encountering celebrities. I could definitely get behind that. That's interesting. All right, let's see here. Next. Looks like these packages get thicker as they go along, and you know how that pleases me. That's this one. Oh my. Terminal Impact by Charles Henderson. Oh, sounds very He-Manly. At age 20, Marine scout sniper Jack Valentine had his first kill in Iraq at the start of the Persian Gulf War. Now it's 2006, and he's back in Baghdad obsessed with taking down al-Qaeda terrorist Abu Musab al-Zakari. Jack missed his first shot, and it's haunted him ever since, even though the attack struck fear into the black hearts of the jihadists and earned him the name of the Ghost of Anbar. Huh. Okay. So this guy wrote a book called Marine Sniper that was a true account. And this is a novel. It might be his first novel. I wonder how old. So if Jack Valentine has his first kill in Iraq at age 20, how old is he in 2006? That's something I've noticed. I've been noticing recently, since I've been exploring YA a little bit more intently. I've noticed that in non-YA books, the number of protagonists who are actually very young, like in their early 20s, 20, 21, is very small. I don't know why that is, but it makes me want to write an adventure story in which the main character is having adult adventures, but who is 20. But anyway, Terminal Impact. High velocity stuff. All right, now we'll move on. This is the first Gulf War. If it's the first Gulf War, then he'd be in his mid-30s in the course of this book. Once again, the envelopes that have the pull string, they pull for 4 inches. They leave you to fight for the rest of the way. The Old Man by Thomas Perry. Thomas Perry writes thrillers, I believe. So, yes, the latest whip-smart standalone novel. To all appearances, Dan Chase is a harmless retiree in Vermont with 2 big mutts and a grown daughter he keeps in touch with by phone. But most 60-year-old widowers don't have multiple driver's licenses, savings stockpiled in banks across the country, and a bug-out kit with 2 Beretta Nanos stashed in the spare bedroom closet. Most have not spent decades on the run. 35 years ago, as a young hotshot in Army intelligence, Chase was sent to Libya to covertly assist a rebel army. With a plan turned sour, Chase reacted according to his own idea of right and wrong, triggering consequences he could never have anticipated, and someone still wants him dead. These things never happen to book reviewers. All right, another high-octane thriller. Good Lord. Starting to feel performance issues here. All right, look at the size of this thing. It's nice and big. What is this? Oh, it's my month's romances. Oh, very nice. All right, so what have we got here? This is Yasmine Galenorn. This is Shadow Silence, a Whisper Hollow novel. Then Downshift by K. Bromberg, a Driven novel. Then Dangerously Charming by Deborah Blake, a Broken Rider novel. Looks like not my day for standalones. And then Texas Tall by Kaki Warner. And this doesn't say what it is, but it can't possibly be a standalone after all this. Yeah, it looks like Heroes of Heartbreak Creek. This is the latest one. Or maybe not. Maybe this is a standalone. One way or another. That's 4 romances. Oh, how nice. And then this big thing. What is this? Oh, it's more multiple novels. Oh, fantastic. All right, so what have we got here? This is a Magic Men mystery called Smoke and Mirrors by Emily Griffiths. It's Christmas time in Brighton, and the city is abuzz about a local production of Aladdin starring the marvelous Max Mephisto. But the holiday cheer is lost on D.I. Edgar Stevens. He's investigating the murder of 2 children strangled to death in the woods, abandoned alongside a trail of candy. A horrifying scene eerily reminiscent of Hansel and Gretel. Huh. Okay, so what is this going to be? This comes out in 2 weeks, and it's going to be a hardcover. Looks like. Is that right? Yeah, $25. Okay, so Best American Mystery Stories. Guest editor is Elizabeth George. Fantastic. So this is just is this just an envelope full of? This is comes out in late October. Is this another murder mystery? That would be awesome. The Dark Room by Jonathan Moore. Piling up so many books here you can't even see. Gavin Kane, an SFPD homicide inspector, is in the middle of an exhumation when his phone rings. San Francisco's mayor is being blackmailed and has ordered Kane back to the city. A helicopter is on its way. That also never happens to book reviewers. The casket and Kane's cold case investigation must wait. At City Hall, the mayor shows Kane 4 photographs he's received. The first, an unforgettable blonde. No gender or species given. I know plenty of golden retrievers who would fit that description. The second, pills and handcuffs on a nightstand. Now we're verging into Memento Mori territory. The third, a woman drinking from a flask. And last, the woman naked, unconscious, and shackled to a bed. The accompanying letter is straightforward. Worse revelations are on the way unless the mayor takes his own life first. Oh my God. This is another mystery thriller. The third one today. Wow. Okay. All right. So, no studies of monetary reform in the late Byzantine Empire. Instead, we have high-powered rifles. And then the last thing, the pleasant surprise that I mentioned, is this. This has to be from one of you. This box. This comes from Switzerland. I haven't had a package from Switzerland in a very long time. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I think I know what this is. Oh, let's see. Let's see what this is. Pretty paper. Of course, it comes from Switzerland, so there's chocolate. Oh, how wonderful. I do know who this is from. This is Swiss chocolate. I haven't had Swiss chocolate since the last time I was in Switzerland, and that was probably 40 years ago. And then a doggy card. And if I remember correctly, these are going to be ultimate prize. Yes, Oh, look at that. Penguin Classics from Switzerland. We have The Wind of the Willows, a lovely Penguin Classic. And we have the Canti of Giacomo Leopardi, an Italian poet I very much like. I don't have either one of these, so this is wonderful. Look at that. Penguin Classics to go on that shelf back there, which we want to fill up with Project Penguin. But have the rest of you come through? No. Instead, they're just coming all the way across the ocean from 10 million miles away. Oh, very nice. Oh, thank you so much. All right, well, that turned into a more eventful book opening than I was expecting, that's for sure. So I'm going to go for now, and I think I'm going to spend the next hour reading High-Powered Men's Adventure. See how that turns out. I'll see you soon, BookTube. Thank you.